Have you ever wondered how your favorite creamy butter is made in factories and how it gets from cow's milk to your kitchen? In today's video, where we're diving into the fascinating world of butter production, you may use butter every day, but have you ever stopped to think about how it's made in large-scale factories? From the raw cow's milk to the creamy goodness that ends up in your fridge, the process is far more intricate than you might expect. Stick around as we take you behind the scenes of butter production and explore every step of how it's done. Before we start, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more incredible factory insights. Let's jump right in and uncover the butter making process. The process of making butter and powdered milk has evolved over centuries, from an ancient accident to a highly industrialized method that delivers billions of tons of these dairy products worldwide. Each year, around 10 million tons of butter are consumed globally, making it one of the most popular dairy products. Butter is made from cow's milk and has become a staple in kitchens, particularly for its rich, creamy flavor that enhances a variety of dishes. But how exactly is butter made from cow's milk on such a large scale? Let's dive deep into the entire process of industrial butter and powdered milk production. The early history of butter. Before we delve into the modern methods of production, it is important to understand the ancient origins of butter. It is believed that butter was discovered around 10,000 years ago, probably due to an accidental agitation of cream. The process of butter making has undergone significant changes over time. During the Roman Empire, butter was used not only for consumption, but also as a beauty cream and for treating burns. People in the past made butter by agitating milk in animal skin bags or hollowed logs. The Vikings even relied on butter to fortify themselves for their perilous journeys. For centuries, butter was made by hand in small batches on farms, but it was during the Industrial Revolution that butter making started to be done on a much larger scale. In 1878, Carl Gustav Patrick invented a mechanical cream separator, which revolutionized butter production and paved the way for mass production. With this innovation, butter transitioned from being a handmade product to an industrial one, allowing it to reach homes across the world in the quantities we see today. The raw material: cow's milk. Before butter can be made, the raw material used to make it milk has to be of the highest quality. To produce quality butter, the cows must be kept in good condition and graze on pastures rich in nutrients. In Denmark, one of the world's largest producers of butter, half of the country's total dairy cows contribute to butter production. It is important to note that butter is exclusively made from cream, which is separated from milk. The butter-making process begins with the delivery of fresh milk to the dairy facility. Large milk tankers carrying around 30,000 liters of cow's milk arrive at the factory. Upon arrival, the milk undergoes rigorous testing in a laboratory to ensure its quality. Tests for color, odor, and consistency are conducted to ensure that only the highest quality milk makes it to the next stage of the process. Separating the cream from the milk. Once the milk is tested and approved, it is pumped through vacuum hoses into a machine called a cream separator. This machine uses centrifugal force to separate the cream from the rest of the milk. The milk is spun at high speeds, and through this process, the denser milk is forced to the outer edges, while the less dense cream moves toward the center. The separated cream is then pumped into separate containers, while the remaining liquid, skimmed milk is collected for other uses, such as in low-fat milk products. The cream that is separated is thick, whitish in color, and contains about 38% fat. This cream is the main ingredient used to make butter. However, the cream can also be used to produce lower-fat milk substitutes, as cream with less fat will result in a more liquid and finer consistency in milk. To achieve this, the cream is further processed to reduce its fat content. Pasteurization. The next step in the butter-making process is to pasteurize the cream. Pasteurization is the process of heating the cream to a specific temperature to kill off any harmful bacteria that may be present. This ensures that the final product is safe for consumption. The cream is heated to 92 degrees Celsius for 15 seconds, a process that effectively eliminates harmful microorganisms while preserving the quality of the cream. After pasteurization, the cream is placed in a bulk tank where mixers are used to agitate it. This step is important for maintaining the consistency of the cream, ensuring that it remains uniform in texture before it enters the next stage of production. It is important to note that the composition of cream changes with the seasons, depending on what the cows are grazing on. For example, in the winter months, when cows graze on green grass, the cream contains more unsaturated fat, leading to softer butter. In the summer, when cows graze on drier grasses, the cream contains more saturated fat, resulting in harder butter. Ripening the cream. To ensure that the butter maintains consistent texture and quality throughout the year, the cream undergoes a two-phase process called ripening. In the first phase, the cream is heated to a temperature between 15 degrees Celsius to 20 degrees Celsius. This helps to encourage the breakdown of some of the fats in the cream. In the second phase, the cream is pumped into large vats, where it is slowly cooled to 9 degrees Celsius. This cooling process changes the structure of the fat crystals, ensuring that the butter produced has a consistent texture no matter the season. After the cream is matured overnight, operators check the cream's pH level and taste. If the cream has become too acidic, indicating that it has begun to spoil, the entire batch will be discarded. The next step in butter production is churning, which transforms the cream into actual butter. Churning the cream. Churning is a crucial step in the butter-making process. The pasteurized and ripened cream is transferred to a machine called a churner. The churner is first cleaned by filling it with water mixed with iodine, which helps to eliminate any bacteria from the previous batch. The churner is then rinsed with water to ensure it is ready for the next round of butter production. The cream is poured into the churner, filling it halfway. It is important to leave space in the churner to allow air to escape during the churning process. The churner spins the cream for approximately 30 minutes, during which the fat droplets in the cream begin to group, breaking down the membranes that hold them together. This process results in the formation of creamy clumps, often referred to as butter popcorn. Every 5 minutes, the churner is stopped to adjust the air release, ensuring that no excess air remains in the mixture. After 30 minutes, the cream has turned into butter, and the remaining liquid, known as buttermilk, is drained out through a pipe at the bottom of the churner. Buttermilk is not wasted. It's used in the production of creamy cheese. The butter popcorn that remains in the churner is the final product. Adding ingredients. To perfect the butter, 2 key ingredients are added: salt and a lactic culture. About 14 kilograms of salt are mixed into the butter, enhancing its flavor while also serving as a preservative. The addition of a lactic culture, which contains bacteria that ferment the lactose in the butter, is crucial for creating lactic acid and natural aromatic compounds. This fermentation process imparts the butter with its signature slightly acidic taste and rich, creamy aroma. As the butter churns, air bubbles are introduced into the mixture, which can lead to oxidation, resulting in a metallic taste. To prevent this, the churner is sealed with a rubber ring and a metal clamp, ensuring the internal air pressure remains balanced with the external pressure. This delicate adjustment helps maintain the butter's smooth texture and prevents any undesirable flavors. Once these ingredients are mixed thoroughly, the butter is ready for the next phase of production. This careful blending process guarantees that the butter has a consistent flavor and texture, meeting the high standards expected from quality dairy products. Vacuum chamber and final processing. Once the butter has been thoroughly mixed and seasoned, it undergoes a crucial step in its production process. It is transferred to a vacuum chamber. The primary purpose of this stage is to remove any remaining air trapped within the butter, which can otherwise lead to oxidation and a change in flavor and texture. By eliminating the air, the butter maintains a smooth, creamy consistency and prevents any unwanted chemical reactions that might compromise its quality. After this process, the butter is ready for its final stage of production. It is transferred to a mill, which helps shape the butter into neat blocks. This mill acts as the final molding step before the butter is packaged. The machine extrudes the butter into its block form, ensuring uniformity and consistency across all products. The butter blocks are then carefully placed into open containers made from packaging paper, which is coated with a layer of aluminum. This aluminum coating is essential as it shields the butter from light, which can degrade the butter's quality, causing it to spoil more quickly. By protecting it from light, the aluminum helps preserve the butter's freshness, flavor, and overall shelf life. The butter is now ready for distribution, ensuring customers receive a product that is both fresh and high quality. Packaging the butter. Once the butter has been shaped into blocks, each package is individually wrapped, with each block weighing about 455 grams. The packaging process is highly efficient and fully automated, ensuring speed and precision. The machines operate 4 days a week, producing up to 230 packages per minute, meeting the high demand for butter. To maintain consistency, workers inspect 1 out of every 15 blocks to ensure it adheres to the specified weight requirements. After the butter blocks are packaged, they are carefully placed onto pallets. Each pallet holds approximately 4,000 butter packages ready for distribution. These pallets are then transported to cold storage warehouses where the temperature is meticulously controlled at around 2 degrees Celsius to preserve the butter's freshness and prevent spoilage. This step is crucial for maintaining the butter's quality until it reaches the consumer. Every 2 minutes, a pallet of butter departs from the warehouse heading toward its final destination. In total, the factory distributes an impressive 2.5 million butter packages to supermarkets worldwide, ensuring that fresh butter is always available on store shelves across the globe. This efficient, automated system ensures a smooth and reliable supply of butter to meet global demand. Powdered milk production. In addition to butter, the dairy factory also produces powdered milk, a process that begins with the delivery of fresh milk. The milk is pumped into large storage tanks that hold up to 1 million liters of milk. It is then transferred into an intermediate container before being processed in machines responsible for evaporating the milk. In the evaporation process, the milk reaches a density between 45% and 52%. Afterward, the concentrated milk is pumped to a spray drying tower, where it is heated and homogenized. The spray drying process reduces the milk's water content to just 4%, leaving behind a fine, dry powder. The powdered milk is then moved to a container where it is weighed and packaged. The final product can be whole milk, skimmed milk, or milk blended with various vegetable oils, depending on the intended product. This fully automated process ensures that powdered milk is produced efficiently and consistently. Once packaged, the powdered milk is sent to distribution warehouses, where it is shipped to customers worldwide, providing a reliable and long-lasting form of dairy. The production of butter and powdered milk relies on a blend of advanced machinery and precise techniques to transform cow's milk into the high-quality dairy products we enjoy daily. The methods used in industrial butter and powdered milk production combine traditional practices with modern innovation. From the separation of cream to the churning process for butter and the drying process for powdered milk, each step is carefully designed to maintain consistency, flavor, and nutritional value. These processes ensure that both butter and powdered milk meet the highest standards of quality and safety. With growing global demand for these dairy products, the production methods continue to evolve, driven by technological advancements and a commitment to consumer satisfaction. As the dairy industry adapts to new challenges, it will continue to produce reliable, high-quality products while meeting the changing needs of consumers around the world. And there you have it, an inside look at how butter is made in factories. From the careful separation of cream to the final churning process, every step is a blend of science, tradition, and technology, ensuring the rich, creamy texture we all love. Whether it's spread on toast or used in cooking, butter is undoubtedly a staple in kitchens worldwide, and now you know exactly how it reaches your table. It's truly remarkable how something as simple as butter goes through such a fascinating journey. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the butter making process, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and share it with friends who might find it interesting. Make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss an exciting exploration like this one. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video. Keep spreading that butter.